Hey, this is Paul Payton with Focal Splash, and today I'm going to show you how to remove Mama's arm from this picture. This happens quite a bit where, you want to get a picture with the baby sitting up and it gets a little difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so I can grab the lasso tool here, and I'm going to just lasso this section just right around here. I think this is all we'll need. Alright, and I'm going to hit Control J. That puts it up on its own layer. Control T will transform it, and then right click here or Control click gives you the same menu. Flip horizontal, and then with the transform still on, we're just going to move it over here, and I'm going to place it right there. That gets rid of a big part of our job. Hit enter. Alright, and just for fun, I'll move to another new layer. I use the Shift Command N. You can just click this down here, or there's a menu item up there for it. And on this one, I'm going to hit the clone stamp tool. I press S to get the clone stamp tool. It's right over here. You just click that. Make the brush a little bit bigger. Make sure my opacity is 100. I should have a nice soft brush, and change the hardness down to 0. Hit enter and hit Alt right here, and then just gonna paint just like this. You can also do this part of it with hitting J, and that gives you the healing brush. There are a number of different brushes here. The healing brush gives you the most control of the spot healing brush does things automatically, and that's good sometimes for speed, but I like to use the healing brush. It gives you more control over where you're getting the pixels from. And so just enter there and make the brush just a little bit bigger, and see, I'm going to grab the pixels right from here, and it blends those pixels in. It doesn't just copy them like the clone stamp tool does. I'm trying to hurry this up because I don't want this to take too long. Alright, so when you have something like this, it's much better to use the clone stamp tool. So starting over here, I'm going to clone stamp this right and over here. My brush is too soft for this right now. Aligned, sorry about that. I turn that off and on. Aligned just means when I click here and click here, from now on I'll be getting pixels in an aligned way. I'm not sure if you can see that, but if you have that turned off, then it'll keep repeating the same pixels from the area. And it's just the way I would do it. Control Z, Control Z. You know what? I'm going to do something here. Click on this. I'm going to add a layer mask, and hit B for the brush tool, X to change the colors over here to black, and make the brush a little bit bigger. Just paint this away real quick. Yeah, I like that better. Just leave what was there already. There's the mom's arm. Oops. So we don't want to go up that high. Just leave this section of grass here. And wherever the mom's arm is where I want to stop. And then just use the clone stamp tool on this layer. And clone stamp from over here. That's not alright. Clone stamp from over here. And right like that. And J, the healing brush, it's going to blend this in. And it blended a little too much. Clone stamp. So back and forth. And blurry over there, so blur that right out. And wow, all of a sudden the mom's hand is gone. So wasn't even paying attention. There it went. So I'm going to make the brush a little bit harder, because I want the edge of the brush to be a little harder. And then clone stamp some more. Alright, when you get close to an edge, you want to use the clone stamp and not the healing brush, because the healing brush blends. clone stamp will go right over to the edge and paint a nice edge. I'll show you just the healing brush. If we're clicked out here and we go right up to the edge, it'll blur that edge, so we don't want that. But the healing brush is awesome for just blending things and making them look nice. So, I have a question. Is that part of the mom's arm, or is that the dress? And so what I'll do is Alt, and I'll click on this eye here. Oh, and you can see that's part of the mom's arm underneath the dress. And I'm going to call that fine. I'm going to say we don't need to worry about that. It's going to look fine, and nobody's going to notice mom's arm underneath that dress. And so, question I have for you is mom's arm gone? And here, another question is, does it look like it's repeating on both sides? Well, this looks like that flipped over, so I can hit Alt right here and just, change the shape of that a little bit. This looks the same as over here, so Alt and choose right here, and we'll just change the shape. Since it's blurry, that's a very nice thing about blurry backgrounds. It's blurry, it doesn't really matter so much. So there you have it. The arm has been removed, and with no further ado, I'll say goodbye. And if you have any questions about what I did, let me know. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel here, and you'll get updates, and hopefully I'll be able to do these real quick for you and just show you how to do something simple in Photoshop. Thank you.